Greetings, one and all. It's farm life. Hey, look, there's some bins that I used to look cloudy, dusty, yeah, blurry even. Alrighty then, it's just my eyeballs. Anyway, I'm rambling, but you know, Jeff sent me a little story he wanted me to rant about. I was eventually going to get to it, but decided what the hell, might as well do it now. Old Kamala, the Ugandan giant. No, wait a minute, we're not ranting about the wrestler. Never mind. We're not going to rant about the wrestler. We're going to rant about Kamala Harris, that so-called vice president that we got that, well, you know, is worthless as tits on a boar hog. Apparently, she's kind of done something a little illegal. You know, she went into a church and started to campaign for a politician. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to do that in churches. No. I don't care what people try to tell you. Even a law professor and several other lawyers have now said that pretty much is illegal to do, especially since the church recorded all this and is playing it on their website. Now, churches aren't supposed to do that either, but the government very rarely goes after a church when they do things that aren't against the norms. And you know they're definitely not going to go against this church because it is an African American church, and we do have the Biden administration and everything else that's not going to enforce their tax exempt codes. You know, churches get tax exempt because they're supposed to stay out of politics, and we know pretty much all churches don't do that. But to blatantly put the video up on your website, now that's a little bit different. Not supposed to do that, but I digress because we already know nothing's going to happen. And of course, nothing will happen to Kamala Harris either because the foxes are in charge of the chicken coop. Yep, the foxes are in charge of the chicken coop. So they're just going to pluck every damn chicken they can and get away with it because nobody's going to hold them accountable. Unless in the elections next year, Republicans gain control of the House and the Senate, there won't be a damn thing done to hold these people accountable. That's how corrupt the politicians are these days, folks. Complete corruption. And sure, Republicans do have their corruption too, but it's not near as bad as Democrats. Democrats run the gamut on corruption. I'm sure Richie's going to tell me I'm wrong on that, and I have no factual and blah blah blah. And come on, Richie. I can admit both sides have massive corruption. We just see it more on Democrat sides. Can you actually call out your side? Can you? You know they're sneaking illegals in the middle of the night again. They flew an airplane load, or was it 2 airplane loads of illegals, children, coyotes brought across the border. Flew them up to New York, middle of the night. Yeah. So yeah. Old Kamala, and guess what? You'll probably have Kamala as president by the end of next year because you know as soon as Joe hits 2 years, they're going to figure out a way to kick his ass out of office. They only used him as a figurehead to get Kamala in position to be president because she couldn't do it on her own because she was dead last in the primaries when she tried to run because nobody likes her. Well, Willie Brown did. Willie liked her when she was on her knees, but I'm sure there's a few others that probably like her on her knees, but I don't know, folks. Did I just go too far? Probably not. Anyway, this is Deej with this part of the rant. We're still out here combining beans. A little small field here. Just about done with this one already. I'm kind of watching the weather because there's a chance of showers that would put the end to us combining beans. Now, if it's not too heavy, we can switch back to corn. But, you know, this is how it goes. Alright, he's about ready, I think. We got one last pass here, and then we got to move to another little field, which is quite dangerous to get to because, well, you got to go up a big old hill and down a big hill, and it's a little road, and it's right down the road from here. And instead of taking the head off the platform to this, he's just going to drive the combine down there as is. So I got to run blockage in front to make sure nobody comes flying up in vehicles and smacks us. This is Deej though. I'm out of here for now unless I come up with something, and then this will actually be a longer video than 6 minutes and whatever. Okay, folks, we're in the other field. I gotta tell you this little funny story. It just happened. You know how you get those random stupid telemarketer calls that annoy the shit out of you? Well, I figured out that the damn things will answer you in whatever language you answer the phone in. Because I just answered it. Hola, ¿cómo está? And the son of a bitch started speaking Spanish back at me. The hell? I don't know damn Spanish. So, to keep this theory going, the next time I get one of these random telemarketer call bullshit things, I'm going to answer the sons of bitch in French. And I will see if I can get them to speak French to me. But I just bust up laughing when I did that, because usually I just do it for the hell of it, just shits and giggles. But when that son of a bitch started answering me back in Spanish, and I didn't know what the fuck it was saying, cracked me up. So we might as well end this little rant video today on a little chuckle. At least it's a chuckle for me. I don't care. Did you chuckle, LDG? Or do you have the sound turned down too low that you can't hear me? Which is it? Bird, did you actually listen to the end of the video? Yes, Bird, I am asking you. You wanted to call me out on last night's video about doing tests. Well, here, I'm testing you, Bird. Did you listen to the end of the video? That's all I'm asking, Bird. Alright. I'm gonna get back to work. Just a little update. We're out here in the field, just another field. This one's almost done too, so we'll be moving to the 5th field of the day. But it isn't small like these other ones have been, so that'll be a 2-day job. But I had to laugh because I'm listening to the radio, and they were talking about this newest Quinnipiac poll. Quinnipiac, whatever the hell it is. One of them polls they always go to. Well, Joe Biden had a 40% among likely voters approval rating. 40% among likely voters. The same poll with likely voters gave Donald Trump 41% approval. Boy, you think some people are starting to regret voting for Biden?